After you've done the last double crochet up the top portion of your work, you're now going to turn your work so that the left side is now on top, and you're going to single crochet along the left side of your work. You're going to put 2 single crochets in each of the double crochets at the outermost edge. You're just going to single crochet 2 in each space, and then we'll meet right back at the bottom. Okay, so now we've done the last single crochet for the left hand side. Now we're going to turn our work, and we're going to be at the bottom of the top. So now we're just going to single crochet in each of the double crochet space. Let me get closer. So right now I'm doing the medium, so that means that I'm supposed to have 21 single crochets going along the bottom. So you're just going to do that, and then I'll meet you at the very last single crochet. Okay, so now that we've done the last single crochet for the bottom, we're going to turn our work again, and we're going to do the same thing that we did for the left hand side, where we're going to do 2 single crochet in each double crochets. Start here. And then I'll meet you back at the top, the last single crochet. So after you've done your last single crochet for your right side, the pattern will instruct you to chain 61. So you're just going to chain 61, and then after I'm done with that, we'll come back. Okay? So after you've done your chain of 61, you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Let me get this a little bit more focused for you. Let's see. Yes. So you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and you're just going to single crochet all the way back down to the first single crochet that you did to start the row, and then I'll meet you back there. Okay, so I'm at the first single crochet that I started with, and what I'm going to do is just single crochet along the top. 1 single crochet in each across the top. Don't mind that, that's just the baby. Single crochet all along the top. And then once we've reached the last single crochet, or once we've reached the last double crochet of the top, we're going to do the same thing that we did on the right hand side, and we're going to chain 61. Okay, so go ahead and chain 61, and then I'll meet you back at the first chain. So I went ahead and chained 61. So I'm just going to go back down by single crocheting in the second chain from the hook, and then single crocheting all the way down. Okay, and then I'll meet you back at the first single crochet, sorry, the first chain that we did for this. Okay, so after you've done the last single crochet for your chain, you're gonna put that down. You're gonna mark the first single crochet on this side. Just gonna mark that with a stitch marker, and based on the size that you're doing, you're going to count up and then mark that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet all the way down to that second stitch marker that I placed. Okay. Single crochet down. So between these two markers, let me zoom out a little bit. Between the two markers, that's where you're going to be working the area that will cover the rest of your chest. So starting with this first stitch marker, we're going to remove it. We're going to single crochet in that space, put back the stitch marker. I'm gonna single crochet all the way down to the next one. To happen when we reach the other end is we're not going to decrease as yet. We're going to do, well, it's different based on each size, but the decrease will start after different amount of rows based on what size you're doing. This is row 1 that we just did. We went all the way down to the first single crochet, and we're just going to turn our work, chain 1, and single crochet all the way down. And the chain 1 just counts as a turn-in chain. You're going to single crochet in that same space as your turn-in chain. Okay guys, so a little bit different thing is happening here. I kind of changed my pattern a bit. I know I'm doing a medium, and I had 4 rows of double crochet before starting this detailing section. I'm going to change that to have, for the medium, you're only going to do 1 row of double crochet and then go into the detail. You're also going to do that for the extra small and the small. For the large and extra large, you're going to do 4 total rows of double crochet before you get to the detail. Okay, so what's going to happen is that we're going to start off by turning our work. So we're going to turn our work, and we're going to do, the chain 1, I already did that, and then we're going to single crochet into that space, and then we're going to single crochet 2 together. And what that means is you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook again into the next single crochet space, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. and that's a single crochet decrease. And then you're going to single crochet until you have 3 single crochet spaces left. Okay, so now I have 3 single crochet spaces remaining. I'm going to single crochet decrease. So insert the hook, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the second to last space, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and then we're going to single crochet in the last space. We're going to turn our work, and we're going to do the same process all over again until we have 2 single crochets remaining, and I'll meet you back then. So I'm in my last row, and it looks like I may not have started with an even amount. It's fine. If you have 4, if you're left with 4 single crochets, just go into each and pull up a loop, and then just pull through all of the loops just to make it 1 single crochet. Right here I have 3, so I'm just going to insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, and then yarn over through all and pull through. And then I'm just going to make a chain of 81, and then I'm going to turn and single crochet all the way down to the chain. I'm going to fasten off, leave a tail to weave in, and then I'm going to reattach my yarn at the other end, counting from the first to whatever amount it requires for your size, and then you're going to single crochet across for how many rows before you do your decrease. And then when you start decreasing, you just remember that you're decreasing at the beginning and also at the end, and then when you get back up to this level, you do the same thing. And for weaving in your top, sorry, not for weaving in your top, for lacing your top, it'll end up looking like this. Let me zoom out. It will look like this, and you turn it around, you can push this end through the bottom, and you'll be trying to find where you stopped decreasing. So I take my hook, and now just, it'll be a little bit hard, but yeah, just pull that through there, and then I'll do the same thing for the other side, and I'll get it where I started to decrease. I'll just take my hook and see how it went. Okay, yes. And then I'll just pull it through. That's how you lace up your top. And in regards to when I was mentioning before that for size extra small, small and medium, you only do 1 row of double crochet. This is what it'll look like compared to if you were doing a large and extra large, where you'll have a total of 4 rows before you start your detail. Another thing is, if you'd like to have this nice clean edge of your work, which is just a single crochet edging, I would suggest that you start from this end, the top, whichever one, top right or top left, and slip stitch to join your yarn, and just single crochet along. And then when you reach the string that you made to tie around your back, just chain 2 behind that, and then you could continue on working down and over. When you get up to here, just do another, just chain, when you get to here, just chain 2, so that way you could go behind, and then you could start working along the other end until the very top portion. And that's how you do it. Another thing you could also do, before I forget, is do a picot stitch, which gives like a really nice edging. So that's another option. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this tutorial helps you in completing the pattern.